Hey everybody, I wanted to jump in here real quick and go over some tweets that happened in the background because I want to talk about how some OG players just really are having a hard time getting on board Tekken 8. Don't get me wrong, Tekken 8 is successful. It's going to be successful with or without us OGs. But as a fellow OG, I kind of wanted to put a message out there for other OGs that are just having a difficult time with this. And so with that, I wanted to highlight a couple of tweets that went out because I wrote it and I said, you know what? More people need to hear this, so maybe I'll make a video about it. So here it is. So the first tweet is from a gentleman who will remain unnamed. Says he's been playing competitive Tekken since 2000. Most of us like the defensive aspects of the game. Tekken 8 has butchered them so much. That's what it boils down to. And I hear that a lot from OG players, how much Tekken has changed. But when OG players are talking about defense, they're typically talking about KBD and Magic 4. And so I get into it with them a little bit. First, he was saying how much he was been playing since the 2000s, and so I let him know I got you beat. Been playing competitive since the 90s. But seriously, I respect the OG takes. I just got a lot of OG stories myself. I can't tell you how many OGs couldn't accept the change from Tag 1 to Tekken 4. I even knew some OGs who didn't like the change from Tekken 4 to 5, although there weren't many. And there were some OGs who hated Tekken 6, didn't like the bound system. I'm telling you this to illustrate that there's always an old guard that won't adapt or has a mindset that won't change. And that's not to invalidate their feelings or reasons. What I'm trying to show you is that we have to dig deeper to really know what's going on. If you're open-minded, I'll share some info that might broaden your perspective. You don't have to agree, but hopefully it will build some appreciation. I heard this take a lot from old G's, that Tekken 8 took away defensive options, and I know you guys legitimately feel that way. But that's not the full truth, and there's nuance here. Specifically, the changes in defense from older Tekkens to Tekken 8 center around KBD and Magic 4. KBD was too powerful because it negated pressure for many characters. It relegated some characters to permanent B status, like Asuka, Harong, Yoshimitsu, Paul, and others. Instead of going to other defensive options, players use KBD 70% plus of the time. Not only that, but when performing the motion for KBD, the down back sometimes acted like an option select, blocking lows for free. Tuning KBD in Tekken 8 was the right choice because now more characters are viable at that high level play. KBD is still in the game, it's just not as abusable. The down back still catches a random low here and there, but it's no longer a solve all. Magic 4 was another defensive crutch. It was a one-button launcher that shut down risky positional wins, risky timing wins, and risky pokes. All the risks an opponent took to gain momentum could be deleted by pressing one button. That's lame. It made defense too easy at intermediate levels. In Tekken 8, you still have KBD, and you can still use a Magic 4 to interrupt attacks, just not launch. But now you also have universal tools like power crushes and heat to stop momentum, plus all the usual movement and evasive options, side steps, sidewalks, high crush, low crush, and unique evasive stances like Kenpo Step, AOP, or Yoshi Spin. There's so many more. Tekken 8 actually requires you to use more of the defensive toolbox instead of just leaning on a couple of overpowered mechanics. And that makes it a better game. You don't have to like it, but hopefully you can at least appreciate that the defensive tools are there. They're just more varied now. Anyway, have a great day. So, I wanted to share that to my fellow OGs out there. If they're just down on the game like some have remained out there on the outskirts. With Armor King coming back and Tekken 8 on the upswing, I hope you guys will jump in and just have a change of mindset. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of fun to be had here.